Welcome to our little homestead. In 2003, we originally purchased 10 acres. We're looking at about 3.5, 4 acres that we have really worked on here. So what we're looking at is an aerial view, and with the magic of Photoshop, I've gone in and erased everything that we built. So now I'm going to talk about what we did. So the first 3 years, we started off with working on our house area. With nothing out here, when we stepped out of the house, it felt like these neighbors could watch us. They don't care about us. It doesn't make any difference. But what I was looking for was the privacy of being in our own little world. And we have, for the most part, created that. So how did we do it? The first thing we did was we added the row of lilacs here on the outside edge. And these are pine trees and assorted, there's a couple of odd little fruit trees in here and a mountain ash. So this was the outer ring. North is up in this picture. So the north wind would come down. It hits the higher trees. These are low, these are higher, these are maples. And it forces the wind up and over the house. Now, we're also on a valley, so when the wind comes up the hill, we get it in the house, but these trees here push it up and over the courtyard. So this courtyard is really sheltered. So the next thing we worked on was our orchard. The orchard over here is set on 20-foot centers. So there's 20 feet this way and 20 feet this way. The goal here of being able to drive a vehicle through here to do any kind of pruning. I am not tall to be able to put a pickup in here and stand in the back of the pickup to pick fruit or to prune trees. We have a variety of trees. We have plums, pears, apples, Asian pears, cherries, lots of cherries. Then along the road here, we planted a whole lot of cherry trees, and those are on about 15-foot centers. So the idea is when you're coming down the road in the spring, you would see the white blossoms, you would see the red cherries throughout the season, and then you would see the color. So these are pruned like they're big lollipops, so they're bigger on top. The orchard trees in the back here are pruned like orchard trees. They're interesting looking. They're set to pick low and the heavier big branches. And we planted 20 trees a year for 5 years. So we have 100 fruit trees. Probably have a little bit more than that now, but right around in there. So here's the orchard, and then here's the cherry trees. Now in this corner here, we planted our nuts. So we have a bunch of hazelnut trees are in this corner. So that's the orchard. And then the last section that we're going to cover is the garden. And here's the garden. And then here is our greenhouse. It's about 10 by 18. 12 by 18, about that size. And this is a pit greenhouse into the side of the hill. That way I don't have to heat it. I'm using the energy from the earth. So that's the overall system.